Dear friends, students, and colleagues, here I am going to share the knowledge in the field of research methodology. What is research methodology? Its definition, characteristics, and requirements. It is an introductory lecture on research methodology, and I think it will be helpful for students of LLM writing dissertation and those who are preparing their research topic and synopsis. So research methodology can be included as the aims of research and basic steps to conduct research. Now the question arises, what is research? So here we can say that the systematic process of collecting and analyzing information in order to increase our understanding of the phenomena about which we are concerned or interested. It can further be classified as to what is research. It can further be classified as to what is research as the first point is that research is a careful and systematic process of inquiry to find answers to problems of interest. Secondly, research includes use of facts, use of theories, data, fact analysis, sampling, doing an experiment, going to library to read up on a topic. Thirdly, to do research is to investigate the problem systematically and thoroughly. And fourthly, goal of research is to be solve problem of interest, to solve problem of interest in the field in which we are interested. Further, we can say that there are characteristics of research which are number one, or firstly we can say originates with a question or problem. Number two, requires articulation of a good. Number three, follow a specific plan or procedure. And number four, often divides main problem into sub problems. Fifthly, guided by a specific problem, question or hypothesis. Sixth point in this regard is that accept certain critical assumptions. That is, a feeling that something must be true. Seventh, requires collection and interpretation of data. And lastly, that is eighth point, is that cyclic, helical in nature. That is happenings. You can say that the happenings in nature. Then the next point is that the aims of research. It should be clear to us that what is the aim of research. And it can be classified as four categories. To describe about a phenomena. Secondly, to predict about something in the future. Thirdly, to explain about solution of problem. and lastly, that is fourth, to interpret what is being investigated. Scientific methods. The next method, now we discuss about the method. What is scientific methods? It can be said that method means a way, and methodology is a discipline of scientific procedures. Now, what is methodology? It can be said that a formalized approach to conduct research, a series of steps and deliverables. Secondly, research methodology in law, we can say that a collection of methods, procedures, techniques, tools and documentation aids which will help the researcher in their effort to conduct a research in the field. So, research methodology versus research method. Under this heading, we shall discuss about the research methodology and research method. So, research methodology is of two categories, that is conceptual frameworks and assumptions used to inform research. Secondly, elaboration of research method. Another category is that research method. What is research method? Research technique or procedure used to gather and analyze data is known as research method. Now, research methodology. What is research methodology? A research methodology will consist of phases, subphases, which will guide the researchers in their choice of the methods, techniques, procedures, tools, etc. that might be appropriate at each stage of the research, and also help them plan, manage, and also help them to control and evaluate the progress of research. So, to evaluate the progress of research. Second methodology is that the research methodology represents a way to develop research systematically. A way to develop research systematically. Thirdly, a research methodology represents a way to do scientific inquiry. Fourthly, a research methodology should have sound theoretical basis. Now the question arises, why methodology? So under this heading, we can categorize under three categories. Number one, it will make a researcher better able to understand and utilize scientific information in both personal life and research work. Secondly, it will make us a more literate and cultural person. Thirdly, it provides us some insight not only into particular scientific findings but also into the general nature of law. And formulation of problem is essential. So, how problems may be formulated. So, we can write as heading problem formulation. So, under this heading, we can give four headings, that is identification of research problem. That is, research problem should be identified. Then identification of scope of research. Next, identification research question. And lastly, identification of research objectives. And all these becomes, or we can say all these will become as hypothesis. Now, problem identification and hypothesis or session objectives, it may further be classified into various categories. That is, to understand the first step of conducting research, state general problem. Secondly, to be able to identify specific research problems. Thirdly, to be able to construct hypotheses or research questions. Fourthly, to be able to determine research objectives, because research objectives are also an essential and important part of research. Now, problem of identification. What problems of identification are there? This is determine a well-defined general problem. Sources, research articles, legal documents, discussions, experience, etc. Then, point of interest, phenomena, theories. Second is exercise your thought to express the problems. Then write them as quickly as possible. Fourthly, be ready that some may be all of your general problems are not reasonable. So it may be subcategories, that is, conduct literature search, then consult to the experts. So what is hypothesis? Basically, there are two types of hypothesis. Number one, hypothetical statement. Number two, statistical hypothesis. Then hypothetical statement does not use statistical analysis. Statistical hypothesis uses statistical analysis. So these categories, thereafter, make sure you have a strong reason why such research is worth of doing. Study the impact and study the usage, etc. Research objective should reflect the solution of the problem. If one cannot state the problem, then cannot state the objective. Next is build your reasons based on facts, that is, previous studies, existing problems on the topic or on the subject. So topic in the mind map should be there. That is, state general problem, conduct literature search, how to search and review, state specific problem, design methodology, gather data, analyze data, report results, refine your hypothesis. The statement of general problems as the basis to find related literatures. At this stage, the nature of the problems is still blurred. Reviewing literatures will enhance the statements of the problems. Literature reviewed have to have a logical connection to the problems and statement. And lastly, finding and reviewing related literatures are an art as well as scientific apps.